Rich Rising, what's up, cousins? Today is gonna be a story time, but it's gonna be like a story time slash testimony. So I want to tell y'all about how the Lord, where my other phone is? Oh, here you go. Paid my bills all of 2022, and how fasting made it happen. How you get the money? Fasting made it happen. Fasting made it happen. Okay, so 2021, let's start there. 2021, I had moved back here from Texas. There's a story time on why I left my child's father in Texas and left everything and just came to Mobile, started over again. I will tag it below in the comments and in the description. But in 2021, I had moved here with the same job from Texas because it was a work from home job. And I wasn't supposed to, but I just brought it on over here. And eventually when my equipment stopped working and everything, they found out that I was not in Texas no more. So yeah, I had to send them their stuff back or whatever. And so after that, I was like, God, I want this to be the last job of the year. Like, I'm asking you to let this be my last job of the year. I want to only make it off my business and yeah, my business. So for those of you who do not know, I make hair growth products. Y'all see the growth? I use my own hair growth products as well. We'll talk about that a little later. And I take them to the flea market every weekend and I sell them. I sell them out and I make like $200, $300, $400 a weekend doing that. And when I get my income taxes at the beginning of the year, I pay up my rent for like 5 months. I do that every single time I get income tax. I pay up my rent. That way, because I'm one of the people who quit jobs every 3 months or whenever I feel unappreciated at a job. Soon as I feel like my time get wasted, then it's time to go. So I just like to have my bills paid up. And so my bills were paid up. Every time I'm going to the flea market, I'm putting money up for my rent so it can stay ahead. But the last, like when it hit December, January, and February of 2022, I had got 3 months behind on my rent. It was like, as a business person, you have highs and lows, highs and lows. And during the year, I also would have high and lows, but God would come through like in the nick of time. I feel like God would really be trying to teach me patience and yeah. But so around February of 2022, because income taxes were so late that year, I had did an application for Alabama rental assistance a year ago. I had did that in 2021. So I'm fasting. At this point, I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm 3 months behind. Another month is finna hit. I'm finna be 4 months. I'm finna be evicted. I was depressed. I was crying. I was sad. I was like, what can I do? This is when I began fasting. I've been fasting ever since. Like, fasting is a lifestyle to me. And what I fasted from at the time was the Shade Room and Instagram. Anybody who know me previously know I used to be so obsessed with the Shade Room. I would never miss a post, never miss a celebrity, nothing. Like, I was obsessed with the Shade Room, on there all day in the comments. Just, I don't know, addicted. And so I fasted from the Shade Room, and I also took Facebook off my phone. And that was the beginning of my social media fast. Why? By the 7th day, them folks had approved me for almost $6,000 to cover not only December, January, and February, but March, April, and part of May. And then by that time, I had got my taxes. I put $3,000. So I paid 3 months rent after that. 3 months rent. And then they sent me another additional funding request and asked that I need additional funding so they could give me some more money for my rent. The process took like 3 months. But I was like, believing God. I was like, woo. And I had actually been working 2021. I started working 2 jobs. And it seemed like even with 2 jobs, the way inflation was going, and I'm one of them people, I get paid every day off both my jobs. Both my jobs that I had, I got paid every single day. And it's like, it's always a bill due. It's always a need. It's always house supplies needed. It's always something for the kids. It's always daycare. Like, it seems like I just could not keep the money enough to make the rent. And so I'm waiting on the additional funding request. And so, you know what I do? I bust into another fast. And them folks gave me another 4.5 bands, y'all. And so I got almost $11,000 of my rent taken care of. What's crazy is it was on my vision board that year for my rent to be paid ahead of time all year. Like my rent paid up ahead of time. And so, yeah, that is the story of how my rent was paid the entire 2022. How I did not have to work 2021. And now this year, God, I feel like God is gonna bless me with the overflow and abundance. That's my goal for this year, to be able to pay my rent up in the head. Of course, when I get my income tax, I'm still gonna pay 5 months rent. But this year, God blessing me with so much money that I'm never gonna have to, like, rent gonna be not even a stress, not even a worry. Rent, I don't want rent to even be a thought, an issue. It's gonna be easy for me to just, oh, I got such and such in my account. Let me go ahead and throw a few bands on the rent, like that. That's the kind of abundance. And as long as you believe God and believe God's promise and pray and fast and be obedient, because I was very unhappy at a job and I left that job, and like I said, my bills are still paid up. Do not let people try to tell you anything different than what God tells you, because people were in my ear all year. Oh, such and such is hiring, sending me such and such a this and that year that I didn't have a job or whatever. It's like they just wanted me to have a job so bad. And I was like, God ain't told me to work nowhere. And when I did get a job, I got my dream job. I worked for the person that I wanted to work at for, and I reached out to her and I became her assistant. And that's still there, still doing it, love it. And this is from somebody who quit jobs all the time. But yeah, so this is the year of my big YouTube success, and just abundance. And I just feel it, and I just know. But when God has something for you, it is for you. Don't let nobody deter you. Don't worry. Do not be afraid. Do not stress yourself out. Act and thank him as if it is already happened, y'all. Like, just thank him. Like, God, I thank you so much that you make a way out of no way. You doing things that I can't see. You working behind closed doors, and I'm reaping the benefits. Like, every day, that's my attitude. Some days, you know, it is hard. Some days it is hard to trust and believe and everything. But after you snap out of it, and you snap out of it, get on your knees. You gotta get down on my knees now, and I pray, and I get some type of confirmation and word, like, immediately. And fasting, y'all, start doing 7-day fast. Just start with 7-day fast, 3-day fast, whether it be from social media, whether it be from going out to the club, whatever you, like, know that you have a hard time not doing, that's what you need to fast from. I'm not a food faster. I am a sacrificial and other way faster. So yeah, that's the story time. Now back to the hair products. Y'all see this growth right here? This comes from my hair growth oil. I have a hair growth oil. It has Brain Garage, peppermint, tea tree, rosemary. In fact, let me show y'all. This is a lady, dang, it got a glare, who basically told me her hair wouldn't grow. This is where she started. This was a week later, and then this was 2 weeks later. You will see the results from my hair growth products in 2 weeks. The Brain Garage, peppermint, tea tree, rosemary, castor oil, olive oil, all of that is, like, amazing for hair growth. This is a guy, hairline was receding and everything. Bam. He sent me these updates. And also, if you know somebody with eczema, I have an eczema oil. I'm going to put the link also from my website in the comments. This is how her face started before she started using my eczema oil, y'all. This is her face now. And she said that happened in 2 weeks, y'all. 2 weeks of using my products, y'all. So, bro, God is good. I got the products made with prayers. No cap. Like, I put a little dab of blessing oil in my products. I'm not playing. The products made with prayers. Check me out, www.erisessentials.myshopify.com. Thank y'all so much for watching and tuning in today. If you got the sis that God gave you. I'm just playing, but yeah. Fast, pray, believe, and receive. That is the 2023 motto. Thank y'all so much for watching, tuning in, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment.